Hi guys, it's May. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm bringing you a smoky eye using mostly golds and brown tones, perfect for the summer. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can see future videos from me, just like this one. So the first thing I did was place these adhesives on each side of my eye, just so blending will be super easy and we won't have to try to stay in this perfect line. We can blend as much as we need and shadow won't go anywhere we don't want it. The first shade I'm going to start with for this eye is Saddle by MAC. Let's roll my brush in that. And this is going to be our transition shade. Now these are the shades that work for me. I have a pretty dark skin tone. So I used a darker shade. So if you are lighter, I would go with a lighter, warm, taupey version of the one that I'm using now. So this is gonna go right above the crease, right underneath the brow bone is where you put your transition shade. And I want to blend that and make sure it's super blended in circular motions. And this is just a shade that's either on or around your skin tone, just to ensure that everything blends seamlessly. The next shade I'm going to take is this one. This is Embark by MAC. This is our outer corner and a little bit into the crease. This one we're going to focus mostly on our outer corner though, just to give our eyes a bit of dimension. So I'm going to start on this side. And I'm going to start defining our outer corner and then bringing that up. I wouldn't automatically put it on my eye and put the brush on my eye straight from the pan and start wiping this way, because then you're going to have a lot of unwanted shadow to blend out. So definitely start the shadow and blend it where you want it, and then take the excess over with you. And again, this one is mainly focused on the outer corner. That's why you see me blending there the most. And just with the extra we're going over. We don't want it to be too dark all over the eye. So again, I'm going to dip into Embark and get on with the other. Now it's time to work directly in our crease. So we're going to take our tapered brush. This one is the Sephora Pro Tapered Crease Brush number 19. The other brush we used was the Pro Crease number 10. So now we're going to take a tapered crease brush and we're going to get right into that crease. So taking the same palette, I'm going to be using this deep burgundy color. It does have shimmer in the palette, but once you put it on, you can't really see the shimmer, and it really just looks like really deep, almost black burgundy color. So this one we're going to focus in our crease. We're still going to blend it, but we're going to mainly focus on our crease. So we're going to start this one also from the outer corner. You don't want to start anything from the middle. That could lead to your look being very muddy in the end. So though I'm blending, I'm not taking this over like I did in Embark, and I'm not taking it under onto the lid, because it's a deeper color. You don't want it to bleed out. Our lid is going to be a light color, and you want that light color to shine. And now I'm going to do the other eye. So now we have our crease done, our transition done, all of that done. Our brow bone is pre-highlighted, so we're going to take our lid color. It's going to be a little deeper on the deeper side. So I'm going to be taking this, pop this on the lid, first dry just so we can trace it, and then I'm going to wet my brush with Fix Plus. I'm going to dip into that color one more time and then make that color really pop. So how we're going to trace this color is simple. We're going to pop this on our lid, and once we get to our crease, we're going to keep that in a pretty straight line, as straight as possible. Wipe off any excess just so you make sure that you do stay in that line, because if you have excess on either side or on the top of your brush, it is going to go into your eye and then you won't have a straight line anymore. So we're patting, we're not dragging, because that changes the texture of the shadow. And again with the other eye, I'm just going to trace this gold shadow. And again with the other eye. So now that we've placed the dry shadow on both lids, I'm just going to wet my brush and apply it again right on top of where we just outlined. The reason why we wet our brush is because it makes the color pop more. It gives it more of a satin finish, so it looks really shiny and it has a whole lot of luster on your lid. And again, we are still patting the shadow on. Now, on my brow bone, I use rice paper on my brow bone. So the next thing we're going to do is line our lids. I'm going to give mine a simple thin wing. So after I got done lining my eyes, I just put a little bit of mascara on, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to smoke my eye out just like this one. So I'm first going to start out with this embark shade that we used on our outer corner after our transition shade. And I'm just going to smoke this out underneath our lower lash line. So I'm not really focusing on one area on where I'm putting the shadow. I'm kind of just blending it all over. And I'm taking it pretty far underneath my eye. Now I'm going to take this fluffy brush. This is just an eye blending brush. I'm not really sure which kit it's from, but I'm just going to blend underneath the eye so that it's really smoky and seamless. Now taking the same brush, I'm going to dip into our crease color, that deep dark burgundy shade. And I'm going to focus this one in a straight line underneath my eye, right on my lash line. And I'm also going to blend this one more time. I'm not putting any extra shadow on the brush, I'm just using this to blend. This one though, I'm focusing on blending a little bit closer to the lash line instead of not being afraid to take it down like the other one. We're going to keep this one up and push the blending into the lash line. I'm actually going to use this golden color. It's a little bit brighter than the one we put on our lids, so it'll really shine in our inner corner. So we're just going to take a bit of this, and the reason why I'm using this fluffy brush is because it'll blend, it'll go on very smooth. Usually when I put lighter shimmery colors on me, they break up a little bit because my skin tone doesn't really complement that color. So I'm using a really fluffy soft brush so I don't have any of that breaking. I'm just sweeping this color on the inner corner of my eye and I'm smoking that out just a little bit. I'm not taking this one down too far. We're really just focusing on that inner corner underneath. We're not bringing that up. We're just keeping it below. So to top off this whole look, I decided to do a nude lip. You can do a glossy lip, but today I'm just going to keep it kind of neutral and do a nude lip. So I'm using the Soft Matte Lip Cream in Dubai. tuning in. So if you would like me to do a separate video on my foundation routine or my eyebrow routine, go ahead and leave a comment down below so I know what you guys want to see. And thanks for watching.